Hello, welcome to Cooking with Tools. I'm your host, Wally the Welder. Now, before we begin, I have a confession to make to you folks. When it comes to Italian cooking, especially sauces, I am a hater. I hate thick sauces, I hate chunky sauces, I hate robust sauces. I hate the kind of sauce when you stick a fork in it stands up by itself. I hate what an Italian would call salsa spessa, thick sauce. Now those of you out there who speak Italian, don't call me out on this. I got that translation off the web, and you know and I know that the web never lies. 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Since it came into existence, the internet always tells the truth. Now, I'm reminded of an old saying that you can never be too thin or too rich. So that's why I like my sauce on the thin side, but not too thin, just a little thicker than broth. Now that having been said, let's get cooking! Order in the court. Order in the court. Order in the court, or I will clear this courtroom. So what I have here is what I like to call the usual suspects. Let's start out in order of their appearance in the sauce. It's going to go something like this: extra virgin olive oil, margarine or butter if you prefer, coarse salt, pepper. You got your thyme, you got your oregano, you got your basil for sweetness, and keep that sweetness in mind. You got your minced or crushed garlic, you got Chardonnay. Now wait a second, don't get all out of shape because I'm using a white wine in a red sauce. Believe me, it works. It won't get too red. If you don't like it, try a red wine next time. Going toward the end, you got your tomato sauce and you got your chicken broth. Now, let's put this all together and make that sauce. No need to panic, folks. Please keep your seats. As far as I can tell, we are not in any danger of imminent air attack. What that siren indicates is that there's been a slight wardrobe change. As you can see, I swapped out those heavy-duty gloves for these much lighter weight fake leather flying gloves, which makes it much easier to add ingredients and stir things around. So, if you're ready, I'm ready, let's do this! The following should go without saying, but what the heck, I'll say it anyway. As you're aware, recipes are made up of ingredients and quantities, and here's how I measure my ingredients. Regard the common garden variety socket, which is open on top and sealed on the bottom, and that seal prevents any amount of ingredient being lost as the ingredient makes its way from countertop to pot. Now I know that some of you out there who find yourself in a cooking scenario will not so much as crack an egg without an immersion blender close at hand. Of course, you can go to the store and spend a lot of money and get a big tool that you gotta plug into the wall, or you can do what I did. I went into my garage and pulled out this handy dandy rechargeable electric drill. It's got 2 forward speeds. It's reversible for you cooking snobs who like to first go one way when stirring and the other way when stirring. The bit you see was cobbled up from parts that came from an old erector set, and if you're as old as I am, you know what an erector set is. Plus, there's this added benefit. If you're thinking of making a horror video after your cooking video, well, you got a handy prop right here. Okay folks, now we come to the part you're no doubt been waiting for with bated breath, the actual creation of the sauce. We start out, of course, with extra virgin olive oil, which comes from my handy dandy squirt gun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That ought to do it. Or let's put another one in for good measure. Shake that around. Next in is about a tablespoon of butter. Put in there with my handy dandy spackle spreader. Got a little heat going there. But we want that margarine or butter to melt down right quickly. Next in is the salt, the pepper. Let me turn that heat down a bit. The oregano. The thyme. And the basil. Use your spackle spreader to just give that a mix. Keep it in solution. Heat's got to die down a little bit. Now give that a chance to combine, after which in goes the garlic. Now the garlic, as you can see, is tricky, so I have at hand a little screwdriver to make sure that all the garlic in there gets into the pot. And you can smell it now. You let that cook for a minute or two, but not too long. You do not want to burn the garlic. After that, a splash or two of the Chardonnay to deglaze the bottom of the pot and to keep those ingredients in solution. Give that a minute or two. Next in is the container of tomato sauce. Now, as you can see, I don't use a can opener. Rather, I use a mallet and a Phillips screwdriver. It enables me to get rid of some of my aggression. Next in is the chicken broth, but only a little at a time until it tastes the way you want it to taste. About half a can at first. And now it's time for the boat motor, aka the electric drill. Whoa! Had a little overflow there. Now after that's cooked up for a while, you can see what it looks like. You got your spices and seasoning in there. It's time to take a taste. You may use a ladle. I prefer this lash up. Yummo, I think I've got it just right. I'm gonna enjoy this sauce, and I hope you'll enjoy yours too. Hey, mangi, mangi.